Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. Welcome to Growing Wisdom. Today we're going to be talking about putting your perennials to bed for the winter. And in the fall and early winter, a lot of perennials across much of the country get nipped by frost and freeze, so you want to cut them back to the ground. So things like hostas, obviously this has been nipped by a hard freeze. Hostas, you can really get right down to the ground, and you just want to get rid of everything as far down as you can get. This stuff really almost turns to mush. It's great in the compost pile, but I do not like to leave it on the ground because what I have found is that little critters like to make nests in there. So you can see how tight I've got this all the way to the ground, and that is basically ready for winter. You don't want to be afraid when you're cutting them back. You know, here I've got some chrysanthemums which have really been spectacular this fall, but now they're done and I want to cut these back. You go right down to the base, you cut them as close to the ground as you can get, and you may even notice a little bit of new green growth coming up close to the base of the plant. That's actually some of the growth which may make it through the entire winter and will start the plant up again next spring. So don't worry about that, but you want to cut the stalks all the way down. And you would do this with whether it's chrysanthemum, or whether it's agastache, or whether it's some of your other plants like echinacea. Just cut them right back to the ground. You might have some plants that are a little bit more tender in the garden, like heathers and heaths. You know, we're zone 5, 6 around here, so I want to cover these with hay. And this is shredded hay, and you're basically just going to cover this guy up right at the base. And if a little bit's exposed at the top, it's okay, but what you want to do is prevent that freezing and thawing from going on into the ground too much. The hay will protect the ground, the cold won't go as deep, and the plant won't be harmed if we do get a very severe winter. You don't want to do this too early in the season because actually things like mice and voles will use the hay in order to make their nests. So you really want to wait until the ground is frozen or begun to freeze up before you start doing this. Come back every week for all of our videos here at growingwisdom.com.